Start. Sir, I wonder whether it will be possible for the government to achieve the target under public loan and small savings, especially in view of the recent announcement made by the Reserve Bank of India. So, we have to increase our income through taxation. We should become more objective and not subjective. We should not think in terms of only pleasing some people. We cannot have a plan of high order without imposing additional taxes. In a continually developing economy like ours, there is the question of tackling inflation. I do not expect that through taxation it is possible to control inflation. The most important principle enunciated by eminent economists is that the raw material for any economic development is the human factor. This human factor has to be taken into consideration when we want to prepare an effective plan. When there is a continuing demand for increase in salaries and wages leading to higher cost of management, we have to consider ways and means of absorbing the additional money to be pumped into the economy of the country for meeting these demands. One factor which is glaring in our country is that we do not have any consideration for the economy of the nation when we think of savings. The savings factor is related to the purchasing capacity of the individual. I do agree that with an increase in prices, the capacity of an individual to purchase definitely decreases. In such a case, it is illusory to think of increasing the standard of living of the individual in the real sense of the term. One of the greatest difficulties that we are finding in our country is to fight against our own habits. Once we fall into a habit, it is difficult for us to change the same and resort to reducing our spending. Every one of us wants to stick to a particular standard of living, but we are not able to maintain that standard because of higher taxation. Then we contemplate upon avoiding taxes by various means. When we cannot avoid it, we urge for higher salaries and allowances. These are factors which come into play when prices go up. In the circumstances, it becomes impossible for the government to resist the demand for increase in salaries. Increase in salaries obviously leads to higher inflation. Then government have to levy higher taxation to absorb the extra money thrust into the economy. Coming to the target aimed in our state for additional taxation, I am doubtful whether the limit of rupees 100 crores is adequate. Our taxation effort will have to be doubled, and we must raise at least rupees 200 crores to achieve the desired objective. I do not know how far our government will be able to do this in view of various considerations, political and the coming election. This is a very difficult subject to dilate upon. I would, however, like to point out that there is ample scope for higher taxation in land revenue, agricultural income tax, sales tax, entertainment tax, and profession tax. I am of the view that there is scope for increasing the revenue both from direct and indirect taxes. During the next 5 years, the income through these taxation measures is definitely bound to be higher, and that will to a certain extent minimize the difficulties of government. Dear sirs, we are happy to inform you that we have been able to secure good accommodation to house our branch office in the city. Mr. Raju, who has been working with us for the past several years and is well known to you, will be our regional manager, and along with him a team of well qualified and trained sales engineers will operate from the branch office. Our aim in opening this branch office in the city is to serve our customers better, and we hope that this will go a long way in achieving our objective of meeting the needs of our valued customers like you at shortest possible time. We are making necessary arrangements to keep sufficient stocks of standard products at our branch office. This will enable you to buy your urgent requirements from the branch office instead of going all the way to our factory, which is far off from the city area. We also forward all your enquiries, orders, and other communications to our branch office for prompt and speedy section. We also request you to forward all your enquiries, orders, and other communications to our branch office for prompt and speedy section. We hope to be able to serve you better in future with the opening of the branch office. We assure you of our best services at all times. Thanking you, yours faithfully,